Eventually, there's going to be so many trucks here. It's going to look awesome. It's going to look awesome. All right, my voice is working, right? I think it is. Sometimes I can't tell with my setup, but I think everything's working. Okay, so I need to go grab industrial beams is what I need to go grab. So let's go do that. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Eventually, I just need to bring... I need a better way to get access to my stuff at my old factory rather than having to run over there. Maybe make a train where I just store a bunch of stuff in it to bring it over from there. That might be the way to do it, actually. Make a train, throw all my junk over there. Well, although the dimensional storage is supposed to be doing this, I just need more upgrades in my dimensional storage, which requires more Mercer Spheres, which requires me to go around doing more exploration, which I could do, but I'm having too much fun building factories to do exploration for those upgrades. Can you get run over in Satisfactory? I can't remember what happens when your train runs into you. I've been trying to avoid that. So I'm not exactly sure, actually. I can grab some tickets real quick while I'm here, too. Only 6, huh? I spent like 20 last night to make those upgrades that I did. So a lot of the things y'all are telling me, you can just get it in the Fix-It store, I don't actually have the money for. Like, Boombox is cool and all, but I don't want to be spending money on that when I still need things like, you know, upgrades for pipes, different lighting things. You know, there's too many other things I want to get to spend it on Boombox things. Right, industrial beams. Concrete do I have? I should probably grab some concrete while I'm here too. Guys. Yeah, give me a couple stacks of concrete. Use a ton of that when I build a new factory. Even more. Do it for science. Get run over for science? Do I need cables? I do kind of need cables too, don't I? No, I can grab those from the dimensional storage. Alright, where are my industrial beams? Here. Ooh, nice! Okay, I'm gonna take all. Take all, and then clear out the space. That's good. Yay for that storage. Yay for this. Yay for temporary, permanent, temporary factory. Doing a great job, temporary, permanent factory. Wood. And leaves. Okay, I'm gonna go fill the rest of this with concrete. Because I'll be making another factory soon, which will need lots of concrete. Okay. I think the next thing I might do is, I was gonna say a concrete factory, but actually, I don't think you ever need limestone for anything, right? I think, like, if I build a factory, I probably should just make a train bringing concrete. I don't think there's any recipe that takes actual limestone that I can think of. Saw a mod for 1.0 that doubles the content of the game. Added tin and lead and bronze and a bunch of new buildings. 1.0 what? 1.0 Satisfactory? I don't think I'm sinking my concrete. I'm sinking silicon. I'm pretty sure you were seeing silicon being synced. Because I am sinking the overflow of silicon. So I'm using that for hardly anything. And then I'm also syncing like the phase 3 things. What are those called? Versatile frames and 1 or 2 other things. There's already a mod that adds tin, lead, and bronze to Satisfactory. That's crazy. What's going to be the next milestone I'm going to work towards? Pipelines. The blueprint probably. Although I need 100 computers for that and modular frames, so I'm far from that. I should really get jetpack. I can do that right now, can't I? The thing is, I think I need fuel for that. Hold on, let me see if I can just do this. I don't know if I have enough cables on me to do that. There's that. Then I can always grab more of these. That's okay. There, and how many cables do I have access to? Not that many, only the 400, so let me throw in those. Alright, so I have to wait till that refills. I'll make a jetpack setup later. Okay, what was I doing? Yes, I needed all these encased industrial beams to finish my belts. Biofuel does work with jetpack? Okay, okay. I'll get that later. I want to set up the truck and everything else for to get the screw thing completely done. 420 gets input. I'll figure out the inputs after I finish the outputs. Figure that out in a second. I think I can use tier 3 belts for that instead of tier 4s. Okay, so upstairs. Okay, so let's finish all these belts off. Tier 4. Easier if I do this backwards. If only I had a jetpack. Lol. Okay. Do it this way. I'll connect all these first. Then come back. Connect the other ones. Probably faster to do it that way. There. 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 Actually, hold on a second. These don't need to be your tier 4s, do they? 50 screws a minute. No, these can be tier 1s, actually. Because the outputs for each one are tier 1s. So this will save me a bunch of belts if I do tier 1s on all these. So I'm immediately changing what I'm doing here. Biofuel burns the longest too. Really? So that actually means, oh god, all the vertical belts that I did don't need to be tier 3s like they were as well. Okay, I'm gonna replace all those because that saves me encased industrial beams. Let me make sure I'm right about this. Your output is just 50. Oh, Jesus. No, I need the freaking jetpack with how poor my vertical movement is right now. Are you 50 a minute? Yes. So that's the output is 50 a minute. So I only need tier 1. I can replace all these with markdowns. Now I'm gonna have to go pick up a bunch of regular iron plates to do. I'm doing all this. This is a quick switch over at least. I love that they let you replace similar items with a different tier so easily. Such a great quality of life change they made a while back. Okay, let me go get a bunch of regular iron plates from our iron plate factory over here. Take all. Yeah, I don't have any other space. That's fine. That's fine. Need to not deconstruct anything with my current full bag space. Knock on wood, but I haven't disconnected except that one time. So hopefully we won't have any more disconnects to worry about today. Alright, so tier 1 belts. Tier 1 belts. That's going to be the outputs of all these guys, so... Tier 1 belts. that one. Ah. Connecting to another splitter through this, or merger through the merger when it turns yellow. Okay, and this one can be a tier 1. All these can be tier 1s. And once they've merged, then we'll do tier 4s for everything. Go. Now these will be tier 4s. Okay. There. Okay, and all these. Just got the other side to do, and we'll be done with the outputs, and then I'll figure out the inputs, and then it'll just be a truck that I need to set up, I believe. That all looks good. Looks good. I connect all these. Yes, I did. I just need to connect this one. Default. And I'll set outputs when I'm actually going to be outputting it somewhere. Okay, so now I just need to figure out the inputs, which is... Oh, you know what I also didn't do? I didn't down... underclock. So let me remember. 12.5. No, 50 times. Crap. Need to look at my math here again. We're making 1,680 screws a minute. 1,680 divided by 50. 33.6. So 33 machines working at full capacity with one working at 60% capacity. And I'm going to go have one at the very end of the line working at 60% capacity. Or I can have the last two both working at 30% capacity to make it mirrored. That might be what I do. So if I do 30 there... and 30 there. Is that right? So those are doing 50. Is that right? Am I crazy? Is that right? I think it's underclock one machine by 1/3 is what it actually is. Maybe that's what it is. 50 times, how many machines did I do again? 17 times 2, 34. 50 times 34. That's 1,700. That would be if they were fully clocked. So if I did 50 times 33.6, that's what gives me the 1,680. No, 0.6 would be 60%. It would be 6666666 if it was, if I needed to do like a 2/3 or a 1/3. So I'm pretty sure doing these both at 30% will be right. Is that right? That's the same as putting one at 60%, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's right. If it's a little off, it's whatever. I think that's going to be right, though. Repeating, of course. I know, right? So now the thing is, how much iron per minute on each side? 12.5 times 17. 212 per minute iron we need, and that's a tier 3 belt can handle that, I believe. Tier 3 belt is 270, and we need one, so yes, 270 will be enough for each side. One tier 3 belt for each side will be enough. So I did stackable things before, didn't I? I think I did stackable. Tier 1 inserter. Now we're playing Factorio is what I would call this thing. And then I want splitters, and I think I stacked them before and I liked that better, I'm pretty sure. I had them side by side, then I didn't like it, and then I did stackable and I liked it better. So, yes. It's going to be like that, and it's going to be a tier 3 belt bringing them and a tier 1 belt delivering them. Like that. Okay. So. Oh, nice. It's nice how they straight mode just makes it look pretty. Love straight mode. Okay, so now I need these to line up. So the input to these are in the middle of this guy, and they're not quite exact. Is this the output right here? No, the output's actually there. I'm not sure if I can make that. I'll be able to make that work with my truck. I think I can. I think I can. But basically what I want to do is the green. I want the green to line up with the inputs right there. And something like... I want it to be like that. Can I make the delivery... Can I make it turn tight enough to make that work? Yeah, that should be doable. That should be doable. This also leaves space to make extra truck stations if I need to deliver more iron later. Let's do that. And tier 3 belts delivering. Why do I keep popping up? Oh, there's a... There's a weird giraffe guy underneath me. Okay. Alright, how am I going to line this up, actually? Oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to tell. That's lined up pretty good. And this one. Maybe if I climb on top of the truck station, I can tell. Do I have a ladder on the truck station? No ladder. Just gotta jump. Oh, here's a ladder on the back that I'm not gonna use. How's that? Is that lined up? Nope. One more higher I needed to go. There. Beautiful. There we go. That'll deliver the iron for that. Floating structures scrape at your soul. What's floating? I mean, everything, I guess, is floating. You know what I haven't built yet? I haven't done any pillars yet. Keep bouncing on that guy. I bought pillars, but haven't made any. Where is it? Big pillar support. What does this look like? Looks pretty cool, actually. If I do that, where can I put the pillars? Do I have space right here? So, 7, 8. There we go, just for you. If I do that, can I put the support? I gotta get rid of one. There we go. Does that look better? Pillar support looks great. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Let's get one for this side. little worried it might overlap that. Hopefully I planned this well enough. Flipping may occur. Who cares? Who cares? We're going to go a little bit through the minor. There we go. We got some support. Does that make it feel better? I'll have to do... Those ones are floating very far. These supports are really strong. Don't worry about it. Let's actually do that. Let's really quickly put supports underneath this because I haven't done any supports yet. And these look pretty darn cool, actually. What if the supports themselves are actually floating? Guess they're not perfectly spaced. There we go. Okay, we can put a thin foundation underneath it and that... Where did that go? That just disappeared? There it is. I had to click it twice. There we go. We put a foundation under it and it looks great. Actually looks really cool. Okay, very nice. Happy birthday, Madman. For your birthday, I'm fixing my supports. Cosmetic upgrades are important. That was your favorite part of building in Minecraft, all the decorative elements? Yeah. Now it's going to be a little awkward because, you know, the ground is not perfectly even, so I'm doing my best here. If I have it a little above and then put a foundation underneath it, I think it is a pretty good balance. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know if these existed the last time I played. They probably did, and I just never used them. I would always say, oh, I'll come back and fix it later. Alright, I'm going to do just that for now. Maybe I'll do more of those later. That does look really good. That looks really cool. Looks really cool. Very nice. I'll have to put supports at like all the different corners eventually, but for now, we got to start to the supports. You love the giant bolts on those leg pieces? You appreciate my care after your soul. You know, that's what I'm here for. I'm all about your soul's health. Alright, so, so 17. So, yes, we just go all the way down the line. This is what we do. Honestly, I'd like to do this build with a blueprint that's tall enough to do this entire thing, and I don't even know if tier 2 blueprints will be tall enough for how tall this building setup is. I'd probably have to do this in like multiple parts, like bottom floor, middle floor, top floor, 3 different parts to blueprint it. Have 3 different blueprints, probably the way to do it. I'll be honest, the whole, making things look nice is something I think about all the time. And I'm like, I just don't want to take the time because I want to, you know, get the actual factory built. So like, my big, talking about my boxy factory, I want to add stuff to it. I want to have like little signs inside and lights and windows and, you know, little staircases and things just to make it look better. But then I also want to hurry up and build the next thing, you know? Factorio, you could copy the entire thing along with your huge building. I know. Factorio. Superior in every way, I know. Sure that this is lined up if I do this. Yeah, it should be good. I know. Thanks for that reminder. That's right? Industrial box is definitely a look, yeah. I don't even hate it, it's just a little boring. What I'll probably end up doing is, I don't know if I'll take a whole stream to like decorate or something. I might take a stream to decorate at some point. But I want to at least get caught up in my permanent factory to what my temporary factory is building. I kind of want to get my my permanent factory up to computers. If I get up to computers, then I'll feel like I'm caught up, right? Didn't I do something before to make this not look so goofy? I think I just did R. I think I did something like this. Yeah, that was better. Like that. Not that much better than what I wanted it to be. Actually, hold on a second. It's the first place it turns blue. Okay, if I just do it that way. Go with that. I don't know if that's exactly what I did in the last one, but we'll go with that. The aesthetics stream, that's right. The stream to make everything look good. Why was that yellow? Like that shouldn't be. I don't know what it's saying it's overlapping with, but I'm gonna not believe it. If we can make computers, maybe we could play Hitman on them. Well, if Rad82 is lurking at the beginning of streams sometimes, Rad will tell me what he's been working on with his current Hitman, you know, playthrough. I don't know if he streams though. I do know he sometimes makes YouTube videos of them. Okay, that's good. Bottom ones were these guys. These ones are blue. I don't know why the ones on the other side to say they have overlap. Is Hitman what I played when you first joined the stream, Madman? Was that what you found my stream during? Was my Madman, my Hitman playthrough? If that's so, that's pretty crazy that you stuck around for all the other games we play here. Tier 3 to get these across. More than enough, and then we just need to set up a truck, and this factory will be good to go. And I'll be worried about the power situation. We should have a lot of screws. Come for the game, stay for the salt. You know it, you know it. You found me on YouTube when you were frustrated at FTL and searched for people who are better on YouTube. Ah, okay, okay. So you did find through the YouTube, okay. The FTL YouTube, that's crazy. It's crazy that you found me through that, and like the game you always talk about me needing to play more is Hitman. But the other game I was playing at the time was Hitman, yeah. Almost there, and then we just plug in everything and we have screws for days. Screws for days? Alright, there we go. Screw factory almost complete. Well, screw factory's complete. Now we just need to deliver materials to the factory. And, you know, decorate it and stuff. But, you know, that's a future RAN problem. Alright, so I already have... Well, I guess I just make the truck and start it here, I think, is what I do. You saw my FTL videos, saw me raging at it, felt camaraderie, decided to show up on stream to curse at it with you, and it was fun, so you stayed. That's great. It's a great story. It's a feel-good story of cursing at FTL. How are you doing, sir? You're full up on iron. So we got plenty of iron. I'm not going to be worried about using up all my iron with this next build. So I'm going to make a truck and program it to deliver iron, and I think that factory should be good to get going. FTL haters unite. Like a nymphomaniac. Screws for days. Wow, wow. Well done, well done. Okay. Can you have multiple trucks go to the same pickup station and not have it cause issues? Surely you can, right? Alright, let me wait for this other truck to come by. Because I want to have time to set this up. Let me grab a single stack of coal as well to use for fuel. Sodium is a very important part of hydration. If you don't stay hydrated, you get bad foot and leg cramps at night. You get your weekly sodium intake on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's fine, except when they arrive at the same time and crash. Does that mean I should make a second truck station for this? If I'm not around, I don't have to watch them crash. Bit of a shame that the only way to get a lot of even terrainous buildings is building sky bridges. It's unique about it, yeah. I guess I'll try it this way, and if it doesn't work out well, I'll have to have multiple loading stations for iron, I guess. It might be something I need to figure out eventually. Load it up even though it's full. Alright, so we're going to wait for this guy to go. Build a truck. Right there. Right where it's sitting. I bet you the trucks don't crash in Factorio. Oh man, now Shogi's on Madman's side. The trucks work great when they're not loaded in around the player. You think the game does auto collision detection on auto reset of crashed trucks, but you haven't tested it much. Well, we might find out with the way I'm doing this, so. Oh, it immediately filled it with fuel. Okay. Alright, so. Record. Start. Load. And we'll give it like 20 seconds. Five, four, wait for the autosave to happen. I'm kind of watching my truck up there move. Maybe 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna... Oh, I can see the loading. Load. Alright, now we're good to go. I have a feeling I need to, like, go further away from the other loading trucks for this, but... This is only the second truck we set up, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully that guy won't move before I go past him. Leapfrogging this guy. Oh, there he's going. Okay, it's fine. Fine. Crap. Alright. Stop recording. Delete path. I need to practice this. I need to practice making this little... I'm going to actually do the delivery right now, though. Crap. This is supposed to be unload. Unload. I'm going to do this just so this thing starts, but then I need to practice a little turn. I knew this turn was going to screw up or be difficult with how little space I had. I thought I gave it enough space. I think you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it a little more space while it's unloading. Maybe 2 more. Okay. That should give me plenty of space, hopefully. If I can't make that turn, I'm the worst driver in the world. Now, let's just do a circle real quick to practice this. And pretend like I'm coming in here. Just need a smooth 10-point turn. Yes, I'm trying to avoid that. Whee! Alright, so I'm coming along here. We go here. We turn. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Something like that. And then unload. Okay, that should work. That should work. So let's go take a shortcut. Where's our other truck? I'm hoping he's... Okay, he's leaving the station now. So I'll record while loading again. And then we'll start this thing. Woo! Oh, God! Okay. Fairly... That's why you don't take turns quickly. I have now discovered. Okay. Okay. Record menu. Start recording. And load. Keep an eye on the truck up there. As soon as the loading finishes, we go. I'm gonna try to move to the left a little quicker so I don't go under that station. Okay. That's good. It's obvious I don't have the proper driver's license for transport, probably. I don't have the C driver's license or whatever it's called. Okay, good. That truck's out of the way. It's probably better that I gave it more time anyway. It's my other excuse for screwing it up. Did that on purpose. Alright, let's do the slow and accurate. Go. And that should be good. Unload. The CDL license. Yeah, I need the commercial driver's license or whatever it is. Unloading. Says it's already done, but I'm going to give it an extra like 10 seconds or 15 seconds or so. Autosave finishes. And we're going. Alright, here we go. Okay. Burn rubber on the straightaway. This is an RV. Totally don't need a CDL to drive it. That's right. It's an RV. I'm totally not delivering materials for an industrial factory or anything. Totally. Okay. See the train going. This is going to be so awesome once I have a bunch of trucks going. Hopefully they won't all be crashing into each other. There goes that truck. That's great. Shouldn't ram into each other here, hopefully. Very nice, very nice. Make a nice smooth turn here. Okay. There we go. Enable autopilot. How do I look at the paths again? I think it needs to go. Let me get out of here. How do I get out? Can't get out. I'm pressing E and I can't get out. E. There we go. There it goes. And now I can check. Okay, the node is at 25 seconds. I don't have to change that. I probably have to change the other node. Hey, we're actually using up our iron now, though. Okay. Let's go see if things happen without crashing, I guess. You love this method of setting up automatic trucks, to be honest? It's different. I've never done a build like this, and I'm enjoying, you know, the uniqueness of it. Doing a different way of delivering materials. I feel like it's going to be a really cool variety of moving stuff around. Like, we deliver the raw materials by truck and then use belts to move the materials from factory to factory. Alright, let's see how it does here. Let's see if it does anything without crash. Oh, 25.5 seconds. It's already there. That's great. Alright, let's see. How did Past Rand do? How are you doing, Past Rand? What's up, Shaw? How are you doing? You know, that's fine. That's fine. Every trucker who's ever driven a truck has gone up on a curb. I've seen him do it. Cutting it close, that's what the pros do. That's right. Right up on the curve. Just like I planned it. That's a GG. GG. We have completed our screw factory. Now I'll just need to deliver those screws to whoever we're going next. So, those are really close. Yeah, as close as possible. That's what a true pro does. You're feeling sick today? You had stuff planned, but did nothing. How am I? I'm having a great time playing some Satisfactory. Having a great time. So I think the next thing I want to do is make my bolted iron plates factory, which uses the screws and the plates we've been making. So I need to figure out how I'm going to deliver those. Do I make a second level with belts on it, like I was planning on doing? I think that factory would need to go... Oh, I even have space in the middle here. Could build it out here. You know, it might actually be better to build it in the middle, like wherever I'm... The outside is where I build things using a single material. The inside is where I build things where I combine materials, maybe. Have a little bit of separation there. Yeah, corner on the inside loop, I think I like. My only worry about that is if I ever need to expand my road, I'm taking away space from being able to expand my road. So I'm a little worried about that. The good thing is, on the inside loop, what I do like about the idea of using the inside loop for combining materials that I've made on the outside loop is I don't need a truck if I'm going to do it where I'm delivering with belts. On the outside loop is where I need to build those turnoffs and, you know, the truck loading and then the more space I need to deliver the materials. But the inside, if I'm bringing it with belts, I don't have to do that. I'm already not even using my inside lane. That's true. I do have kind of this lane. For expansion or stuff if I need to. So maybe what I'll do is give myself like 1, 2, 3, so like right here. I have a little bit of space on both sides to work with. And right here we build our reinforced iron plate factory. Yeah, and I'm gonna need space because if this will be my bottom floor. Over there I had a bottom floor a little bit lower, but here I'm gonna have this be the bottom floor. Can the trucks end up transporting uranium so when they accidentally collide, they blow up everything? Well, you can definitely transport uranium. I don't know that colliding trucks with uranium in them will explode. Alright, so let me figure out how I want to deliver these materials. My thought was to have a ceiling to my truck's platform, and on that ceiling I put belts. Is that what I want to do? Or do I want to do it underneath using ceiling belts underneath? I kind of want to see the belts, because to me, one of the coolest things about this game is seeing everything moving. So I think I want to build a roof to this to put belts on top of. Nice looking overpasses? Yeah, like an overpass. Like, the road is really wide. If I made like a skinnier overpass on top, going over the entire road, because what I'm thinking is I'm going to have multiple factories around here, and there's going to be materials moving like from this factory over to that factory and that factory to there. I'll need screws going probably to a factory over there. So I'm probably going to need a whole full circle of belts delivering things. So I'm trying to decide how to build that and make it look good. I have skinny pillars to support this thing. Where'd I put this build? Okay, so I need to do... Where's the skinny supports? Small. How small are these? If I like make some supports on the outside of my road and then put an overpass for the belts to come over to, and that could work. We'll see how that would look. That's not where I go. Okay. And I put a small support right in the middle of this guy. Is that the middle? I can't tell. I think that's the middle. Of course, there's a power line right there. How tall would I want this to be? Could use the frame walls to make a box beam looking thing. The frame walls. What are the frame walls? You mean these walls? The basic walls, or a different type of wall? Okay, I kind of don't want to destroy that. I think I want to do... Leave that there to have a nice pretty tree. For once not kill nature. This also makes it so I'm not going through that power line. I can move the power line if I want, but frame walls look like trusses. Oh! These things. Oh, I see. Box beam looking thing, huh? Maybe like around this, are you talking about? Something like this. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And I feel like I want this to go a tad bit higher, maybe one more level up. And the trusses connect across. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I see what you're saying. Almost like those signs that go across highways. They have those trusses going across the highway. Is that? Why does it look like this one's on the inside, that one's on the outside? Crazy? I think that is looking weird. Oh, I can move it. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the inner one where it looks like it's connected, so I have to use my scroll wheel to do that. Okay. This one. Okay. And then do something like... have it go across, I think is what you mean. And that'll be the support. We'll have these support frames for the upper overpass. Where all the belts will be. Oh, and I can even make this look better, I think. Yeah. This thing. This. That. And I can put supports underneath this too if I want to. Oh, this is so cool, man. You can see the trucks under, yeah. I put the... I'm trying to put this on. Oh. Saw it. Right. Where was it? Come on, there it is. Put that there. And I can still put the frame here. Like that. Yeah, yeah. I wish I could put these border things on these angled ones, but I can't do that for whatever reason. We'll mess up this tree if I do these angled things as well. Let's see. Guess we'll go through the tree. I'm trying to avoid going through the tree. Oh, that's so good. Perfect. It's just like in real life when you're trying to build around trees already there. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Support. There. 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking. I think I went 3 high. On the inside or the outside of these? I think I went on the inside. Yeah, I think I went on the inside on all of these guys. Maybe we'll be able to see the trucks through them. Just maybe not once we get the... Once we get the, all the belts in. Very nice. This is gonna look like an overpass. That's crazy. And I left enough room for that, right? Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so now I need to build the actual. What do I want to make it another black top, or do I want to use my green? Maybe I want to do a different colored. Yeah, the black top will probably actually look good up there. And how do I get a ladder up there? Like a service ladder right here, we get access to it. Go. That needs to be a little bit higher. There. Even still a little bit higher. Okay, let's make my black top here to start. Okay, I can get the ladder up to this black top. That'll make it easier for me to actually get up here. Or it won't let me do it that way. Okay. Go. Okay, so a black top with belts. I think I want to start with this road being slightly skinnier than the one below it. That way I can see it a little better. So, like, if the middle is right here, maybe I do only a 3 wide to start. And this is something I can widen as I need it. Do I want to put the dotted line as well? I'm going to be having belts up here, but yeah, I think I do want the dotted line just to help keep track of where the middle is. Okay. Okay. You got the touch. You got the power. Sorry, probably gets old every time I do that, but such a good song. Every time I hear that, that's all I can hear. That's all I can hear every time. There it is. We want this one right here. That way. Who am I kidding? That song never gets old. Shogi agrees. That song never gets old. Taters also agrees. Nice. Yeah. And this one turns. That way. Okay. Just can't help it. You got the power. That's so good. All right, so this is going to be a road of belts rather than a road of trucks. So I think I'm going to start out by not putting a safety rail on the side because, you know, who needs a safety rail for belts? Now I need to figure out how I want to do this in such a way that looks clean to get materials from the factory to the belt, or to this thing. So maybe I want to use my green foundations, since that's the factory foundation. And connect it. And have it come around the outside and then come down, and that's our feeding into where the belts are going to go. Probably a good way to make this look good, but for now I'm going to do something like that. Go on top of the asphalt and see if I like... Go on top of the factory and see if I like the asphalt. Okay. Alright, if only I had a jetpack. Let's go see if it looks good from far away. Let's go see. It looks like an overpass highway. Now try to visualize that with a bunch of belts on top of it. I think I do. It looks like an actual highway, like an overpass that I'd see in Dallas. I think I do like it. Especially, I really like your idea of the frames. That looks really good. And I can add maybe supports and stuff. Yeah, I think I like that. We can add more decorations and stuff later. I'm building a Mario Kart racetrack. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. We'll have to eventually put lights underneath here too to light up the underpass. All right, let me go back over here and figure out how I'm bringing these things from over on this side. Yeah, this ladder here is good. This is the service access ladder. I think I want this to not be asphalt. I want this to be actual foundation here. I think I want is a straight line from where it's coming from. So it's coming from here. Basically, have a set of foundations that we can deliver our materials as like a feeder to this thing. Okay. And the goal will be to feed this factory, which is going to be reinforced iron plates, with our screws. That's going to be bolted iron plates. Screws and the iron plates from here. So, you're our first item. So I'm going to bring you... I want to start with our first item to be in the very middle. How many do I need, actually? That's the real question. How many do I need? Before I figure out how to get them, how many do I need to bring over here? So this is the first floor where we're going to be providing the materials, so I probably want... Can't reach that. The conveyor walls there and there. Okay. Alright, so this will be the floor with the actual factories on it, or the assemblers, or whatever they're called. I'm going to have to come up with a new build for this one. What am I looking for? Because these are going to be assemblers rather than the other things. Okay. So new build of assemblers. And actually, I'm gonna need. Let me figure out the build look, and then we'll figure out the numbers. Because I'm pretty sure an assembler can go sideways, but I have to delete the things underneath it. And I don't really want to delete the things underneath it, so the build that I used for my last factory is not going to quite work the same. Maybe if I go with 2. The output's going to be in the front again, so I need to leave more space. 2 wide for the assembler. Something like that. It's right on the edge. Does that fit with... Yeah, okay. So 2 wide and 1 skinny. Although I probably want 1 more. But yeah, I think this will work. The output's in the middle of that one. The storage will be right here. I feel like I want a little more space, so I think I'm gonna start it. Yeah, 1 more over, so like right here. The back lined up there, the front lined up there, something like that. I think you need 5 wide. Assemblers take 2 tiles and a middle input. 5 wide. If I put the output in the middle, this should work. Although I think I need to go over 1. I think you're right. I think I need to I can't talk. You need to go over 1 more so I can have a 2 wide here. There. put it right here, I think. I think that will be good. I think if I do too wide here, then we'll have the outputs be the single layer like we were doing the other ones. Crap, no, I still need an input. I need the inputs on this side, so I need to go even one more. Assemblers are so wide. Why gotta be so wide? Room for the inputs. You think those are wide? Ready for manufacturers. There. I think that will work. This. Give room for the inputs on this layer, and then the machine here. I think this will work. There. And then we have our middle catwalk for the outputs. Going up or down, a little overlap there would be fine. I'm kind of okay with that. Or do I want to bring this in one more space? Would I rather... The thing is the outputs, not the input. These guys, I think, will be in a good placement here for the inputs. I guess the real question is, if I go here, will I have access? Can I reach this? I can reach it. But if I bring it a little closer, it'll be a little easier for me to reach. Let me actually move these one to the side and see if I like it better. I think I might actually like it a little bit better here, because that lets me get access to it from this middle walkway a little easier. Yeah, I think I like that better. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that'll be good. And what does the backside look like? That has a little overlap, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So now I need to figure out how many of these I'm going to do. Let me get my walkways started. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how many of these I'm going to do. And these are bolted iron plates. It's 250 screws a minute and 90 iron plates per minute. Alright, how many? I'm doing 1,600 and something screws a minute, so I think with screws, that's going to be the thing to really base it off of. 250 screws a minute, and I have 1,680 a minute I'm making? Let me go check real quick. It doesn't overlap the foundation just cuts flush with the conveyor. There we go, that's right. 1680 divided by 250, was it? 250? 1680. Let me put that number in. 1680. 1680. Alright, 250, I think it was. 250. 1680 divided by 250. So I can do 6 machines and have a little bit of screws left over. 6 machines. How many iron plates is that if I do 6 machines? 6 times 90. 540. Am I doing 540 iron plates per minute? I think we might be doing almost exactly that amount. Let me go check. Oh, I'm only doing 360. Okay, so I'm not... I'll have to upgrade my iron plates to do this many screws, but I think I do want to base around this number. Yeah, it's the only factory using screws right now. Eventually there will be other factories that will. So basically if I do a whole other floor of iron plates, we'll have more than enough. So that might be what I do. I do this, I do 6 of these, and then I do another floor of iron plates. And I'll need to get more iron into my factory. But it'll be a good starting point, a good base starting point for my new factory with reinforced iron plate production. I think I like these numbers. I think I do. And I left this extra space for storage on the floor above this. So 6 of these guys. 2. That'll be... can I put these right next to each other? Or do I need to leave a space in between? I'd love to put them right next to each other. Won't let me put them right next to each other, will it? No. Okay, so I gotta leave space for these guys, unfortunately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that should be room for... Oh, wait, no. What am I doing? I only need 3 per side if I'm doing 6 total. So, 1 here, 1 here, and then extra space, and that should be good. Excuse me. Okay. This is going to be my bolted whatever factory. This direction. Thank you. There. Alright, 3 to the side. There, I think. Does that line up? Perfect, yes. Okay. Alright, so that would be our 6 factories making, or assemblers making bolted iron plates. Face these. Okay. All right, what do I want to do next? Let me get let's get the actual framework of this building finished, like I've been doing, so I'm not just building a skeleton and then not finishing it. Do I leave that? Yeah, I think I will leave that. Extra walkway there. You know, safety first. We're all about safety around here. Ah, crap. Is this that thing where it doesn't line up again? I think it is, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Because I need to do no walkways here. Oh, let's forget this. Here, 1, 2, 1, 2, this, 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 and that should be it. Yeah. Meh. Do I want that or do I want just an ugly looking foundation here? I guess I'm just gonna have the ugly looking foundation there. Okay, we'll go with that. At least this one a little easier because I just need to belt over the materials. Yeah, true. And it'll be fewer inputs and outputs than the other ones we've been making lately, the other factories. There. Screw this up, or does this perfectly connect? Beautiful. Perfect. So there's that. Let's actually make, now that we have our width and everything, get our foundations and walls fixed. We will have made some good factory, good actual automation going today. We've been working on infrastructure so much on the previous streams, it feels good to finally just actually build factories. It's why I'm not doing anything like exploring or doing anything else. I just actually getting to build factories today, which I am very much enjoying. Okay, now we get our walls. And I'm not gonna make a satisfactory pun. I'm not gonna do it. Sure, somebody in chat will love to, but I'm gonna avoid it. Oh. Gotta go grab a bunch more iron plates again. It's almost a satisfactory result. Nah. I mean, technically that's a pun. Feels pretty low effort, honestly. Didn't even say something like, you could even say it's a satisfactory day. You know, I feel like that one might have would have had a little more oomph to it. And take all. Couple back in there. You're offended. Good job. Then you are a true American, being offended by something that's really simple and not even worth being offended over. Well done. I'm gonna put supports for this thing too. Make it look better. One day I'll actually unlock doorways. Wait, are you even American, Madman? I just said you're a true American. I don't even know if you are American. I think you might not be American. First time somebody has ever said that to you, huh? You're kinda Russian. Kinda. I like that. I like that. Kinda Russian. I wish I was only kind of American. like Asian American or European American. Is that even a thing? I don't even know. I'm offended that you're offended. I'm offended on your behalf. Thank you. I was hoping somebody would be offended on my behalf. Now, where's my ladder? It's there. So I'll probably make my way up top. Here. Actually, no. Ladder. Nope. Ladder right. My pun was better than yours. Thank you. Are people who prefer this game to Factorio? The Satisfaction. Okay, okay. You're saying that one's better. That one's definitely better. The Satisfaction. Touch me, and then you'll beep me, so I can get my satisfaction. That should have been the song for their trailer. You can even claim it was satisfactory. You could. That was a good one, Tyler. That was a good one. I don't approve of puns, but if I were to approve of one, that was pretty good. I can't get no satisfaction. You know what's weird? That song, which is I think a what's the name of the band that does that song? Crap, I think I'm not supposed to have a Rolling Stones. Thank you. I think there's a cover version of that song by the like Devo or the Talking Heads or something, and it's really weird. And the radio station I listen to has been playing it lately. Like, this is a weird cover. It was Devo, okay. Satisfaction! It's this really weird rhythm happening. That makes everything feel off, and it's Devo. The beat is all funky? Yeah, it is. The beat of that is really funky. Alright, actually, this way. Really weird cover. And I was always wondering, like, was Devo's the original version, or was Rolling Stones? Because Rolling Stones seems like it's more cohesive than the Devo one. The Devo one is, you know, it's Devo, so it's kind of weird Devo version, I guess. All right, cool. And I want the outputs to be on this side so that I can have access to the reinforced iron plates out here. Okay, cool. Let me finish up walls, and the structure of this will be built. 3. Ravi Shankar's daughter did a cover of it with a sitar. Ravi Shankar. I'm not sure if I know who that is. Is that the person, isn't Nora Jones like some famous Indian musician's daughter, or like, because her like half sister, like a sitar pop player or something? I don't know if that's the same family or not. But I remember there being some Nora Jones half sister who plays like the sitar or something. I don't know if that's the person you're talking about or if it's somebody different. Go. Alright, so this is going to be the output, and then storage. Storage is going to be... These are not going to be very fast, so I can do Mark 1 lifts here for the outputs. Okay. How do I do this? Probably want them as close together as possible, so probably right here will be the storage. good. Okay. Nora Jones is Ravi Shankar's daughter. I am correct. Okay, so that is... Okay. I was a little worried I was being racist. Accidentally racist again. By saying somebody was somebody else's daughter that is not even of the same race or something. But okay. Alright. I am correct. Glad to hear that. Okay, so that's the start of the outputs. Let's see here. I need to get power into this building. And then the inputs of these materials. And now I know how many I'm bringing. So I know what kind of belts I need, I think. I didn't figure out how many... Did I figure... I'm using most of the screws, I think. 250 times 6 screws, is that right? I'm using 1,500 screws a minute. Divided by, what's my fastest belts? 480. So many 3 different belts. What if I did it by 270? I'm gonna have to use my fastest belts for this. And it's still 3 different lines to get them all here quickly enough. Wow, that is a lot of screws. Okay. How many outputs of screws do I have? Like 4, I think? What if I divided it by 4 belts? Yeah, I have 4 different outputs up there. 1,500 divided by 4. 375. Man, that would still be tier 4 belts. Okay, what about by 8? I'm trying to not use tier 4 belts. What I'm trying to do here. 187. So if I had 8 different belts of screws being supplied here, I could use the tier 3 belts. Am I okay with using 8 different output belts to avoid having to use the industrial beams? I might be. Anushka Shankar is Ravi's other daughter that is the sitar player. Okay, yeah, I remember they did like a duet at one point, and I'm pretty sure that was played on the radio station I listen to all the time as well. Yeah. Okay, so 8 belts of screws. I'm gonna need more inputs. I think I might set up a bunch of inputs on this wall. I think it's gonna be easier to set up. Have I seen Void War FTL clone? Void War FTL clone. I'm not sure if I've seen that. 8 belts means a lot of things. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I got 8 outputs on the iron plates and screws. I know I do have, and I'm gonna use all 8 for this. I might consolidate later when I get better belts, but for now I think I'm gonna use 8 outputs with a tier 3 lifts. How am I gonna do this? Let's see if this is going to do what I want it to do here. Wrap around the wall. There's going to be 4 of them. It's going to need a lot of space here. Pull them down and stack them single file to the reinforced plate factory. Stack them single file. Yeah, I am going to pull them down. I'll have to figure out how I'm stacking them once I get them all around here. I need to figure out how I'm actually going to get them all around here. I'm going to need another extra wall to put these belts around here. Don't have that far of a build distance. Okay. Need some decals though. Yeah, probably. Why do I have that open space? Oh, I think I was trying to leave lights or something. Okay, let me see if I can visualize how I want this to be. Because I can make this look really cool if I do it right. I think the farthest one on top has to go around the farthest and then down. And the farthest one on the bottom is the first one that comes down. I think that's what I need to do here. I'm going to start with just a quick turn so I can know how close I can have these belts be. There we go. Now, how much overlap will it be if I do on the bottom one there? That does kind of have some overlap, doesn't it? I think I need to separate these a little bit more, don't I? That doesn't look right. I think I need more space for each of these, I think is what I'm going to have to do. If I go down 2 for each one. Let me, gotta figure out the spacing on this. One, 2. Now, if I put a vertical, will that overlap? I think it will. Actually, it might not be too bad. Let me see. If I go a little bit further there. I think that's enough space to not make it overlap too much. Yes, I think that'll work. I want to keep this, get it right, get it tight. So if I do, so that's as close as it can be, 2 down, then that'll be 4 down, that'll be 6 down. I think that'll work. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if that works. Spacing wise. It's 2 below that one. 1, 2. There. That looks straight. I believe that's straight. One. Okay. I'll move some of those after I get these started. So we do that. The next one goes over to just past that one, like there. All right. Like that. With those things in the way, I don't know if I can put this exactly where I want it to be. Okay, if it's on straight mode, if it's not perfect, as long as it doesn't look overlapping, I think I'm okay with it. Let's see here. So that's in the middle of... how did I do this? I I want these to be equally spaced. You need blueprints for these kind of belt things. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, let's do it evenly so it's like in the middle of that frame. This one will be in the middle of that for that frame. Will that be enough space? That guy's right at the edge. That guy's right at the edge. Okay, I need this next one to go over a little further. I need this one to be at the edge of the... I knew it was going to fall off. Okay, this is probably... I'm probably going to fall off a bunch of times here. Let me give myself a short-term ladder. Okay. Okay. Should be there, I think. And that one would be there. There we go. That's looking even. That's looking even and looking quite good, actually. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty good. All right, and then I need to do the opposite on the other side. I guess the question is, do I want to come down so they look... Okay, that one's okay. I need to go this one, this one. This is practice for being an audio engineer. Wrapping cables or something. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cable management is clutch. True, true. Actually, I think I'm just going to have these go straight around to where I want them to be. So it's going to be to that one. Could be the next one evenly spaced. Very good. I think I might need another wall to snap onto. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be that one. I need to find the 1, 2 right there. That should be right, I think. Beautiful. Nicely spotted. That's what it was reminding you of. PC assembly with cable atrocity. Is it too long? Yeah, it'll be too long, so I'll need to... Well, actually, this one is just long enough for the next thing we're going for, so there's there, and then up 2 right there. Beautiful. Alright, and then the last one, I'm going to have to use an extra cable because it's so long to get across there, so... I think I'm going to need to get higher here to have line of sight, I'll call it. I think it's right. Is that going up? I think that's going up, actually. I need to go higher. I don't have an angle on it. Don't have the angle. Even the best PC case, you've managed to make the cables look like horrifying spaghetti behind the case's side. Makes your industrial box look better. Oh, yeah, I would agree that having the belts does make it look better. Go to right there, and that should give me the length I need to get this last one to be right. Two. Should be there. I think that's good. Let's see. That looks good. Let's back up and take a look, make sure everything looks straight and clean. Oh man, that looks really good. Oh, that looks freaking cool. Yeah, yeah. All those screws are gonna be coming out of there. It's gonna look amazing. Okay, now how am I gonna make that? Do I want to stack these screws on top of each other? Because if I stack them, that's going to take up most of this lane. I kind of want to have 8 different lines. And they'll be like serve as the base of other lines that I stack on top of it. It's satisfactory even. Nice, nice. Like how many can I fit? 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 1 wide I can fit 5. Five, 6, 7. If I instead do it, split the center, it'd be 1, 2, 3, it'd be 4. Yeah, I think I want to do something like this. Yeah, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I set up 8 lines of screws, I can put stackable poles and I can stack them on top of the screws as I go, I think. Stack them vertical. I know you said that, but I don't think I want to stack them vertical. No, I think I want them to be wide. I want to see a wide line of screws. And then with a line of screws, I can stack lines of other things on top of them as I need to. Rather than just have one skinny long line of screws. That's what I had on my last build, and I didn't love having a skinny line of screws or whatever. So if I'm going to do that, let's set it up. Let me set that up around right here. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a satisfactory belt bus, exactly. Those always look impressive in Factorio. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So hopefully this will do what I want it to do. Tier 3 belt. Yeah, this is going to look really good, and I need a lot more steel beams. I'm going to have to go back home and get a bunch more. There's no way I have enough for all this. Which is unsurprising. Screws always have so much throughput, it can be expensive just to get them anyplace. Frickin' lag, though. Okay. Oh, it's gonna look so amazing once we get all these screws going. Purposely getting rid of the extra conveyor poles. I don't want those underneath this. I know, they'll be floating. It's fine. I want them to be floating. Floating belts are my favorite type of belts. Okay. Okay, and last one here. Okay, before I go, it's time for final break. I'm going to plug all these in so that we can see what all these screws will look like. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm going to plug this in before I take our final break. Plug these into the outputs. So we have a lot of screws going, and they're currently backed up because I'm not using them for anything, but... Oh, be ready. You will be used. You will be used, screws. Get ready to be used. Sweet dreams are made of screws. Who am I to discard screw? Screw up the screws and the 7 screws. Everybody looking to get screwed. Alright, look at all them screws, baby! Screws for days! Screws for days! Oh, this is amazing. Alright. Well, I'll work on more of this once we get back from break. You all can enjoy this wonderful view of screws. But GG cookie time for screws! When we come back, we will get these all plugged into our bolted plates factory, get our iron plates sent over, and then if I have time, I probably need to get more iron sent, or get more iron plates built, and then get more iron ore, or iron ingots, probably. So, GG cookie time, have a cookie, enjoy chair or ad time. When we come back, we'll do more factory stuff. Y'all rock, see you in a bit.